Alright, y'all. Wait, you got the video wrong? Alright. Alright, y'all. So we're about to do some fishing. Now, first things first, it's all about location. Of course, we picked a nice shaded area right next to the ducks over here. So, as you guys can see, we got ducks right here next to us. You know, you got sun over there that's getting blocked by the trees. This is a perfect spot, I would say, to go fishing. So, the only thing we forgot was our chairs. That's one thing you guys gotta remember when you're fishing is bring your lawn chairs. Don't forget your beverages and your smokes too, if you need them. All right, here we go. So, we're gonna get started here. You could fish with all kinds of sort of stuff. Of course, you can use maggots, you can use worms, night crawlers. We actually got night crawlers here, so we're gonna use some night crawlers here. Now, it is really important. I actually, based off of the size of the pond here, I would say the hook size that I'm using, chances are we're probably gonna be fishing for bluegill. There might be some bass in here, there might be some catfish. What would you say? I've actually never fished in here before, so I don't know what exactly is gonna be in here, but that would probably be my guess. So I'm gonna use like a medium-sized hook. This one, I wouldn't say is the best for night crawlers, but that's what we're gonna just roll with today. Like I said, if the hook is too big, you ain't gonna be able to hook the fish right. Now, of course, if you're using a bigger hook, then you may be good for fishing for catfish or bass. But we're gonna be fishing. I'm just gonna try for bluegill because bluegill are usually easy to catch. So here we got worm night crawler. Yeah. Now, good way to hook the night crawler here is start kind of like where the head is. Poke it through there. Yeah, you might see some blood here, so be cautious of that. And then I kind of just roll it through and just constantly hook it multiple times through the body. Viewer discretion is advised. Actually, I try to hook it as many times as possible on the hook there, and you leave the tail kind of down in there. Yeah, fish love that. Oh yeah, always bring a rag too. Bring a rag or shirt that you don't use anymore. Definitely comes in handy. So there you go. That's how you bait the hook. Okay. Next here, we are gonna cast. Now, it's very important when you are casting that you bear in mind of your surroundings. You know, you got the ducks over here. You also gotta pay attention to the trees. You don't wanna hook the trees. I got some funny stories I'll probably tell you guys later about a time somebody got their ear hooked and somebody tripped over the fishing pole and ripped the right out of the guy's ear. It was crazy. But yeah, when it comes to fishing, man, you gotta if you're using a bobber, we're gonna be using bobber here. It's really important on the depth. Now, like I said here, you don't want to be too deep, you don't want to be too shallow. I got probably about, I don't know, 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet. I'm gonna start off low, like small depth, because this is pond. So I don't know how shallow or how deep exactly this is. So I'm gonna do probably maybe like 1.5, like that. We'll start off with that. Because like I say, you don't wanna be too low, otherwise you might get snagged on the bottom. I don't know what's on the bottom of this thing yet. So here we are, we're gonna get casted here. I usually leave about 1.5 foot from the bobber to the end there. Hold down the button here. Now I am left-handed, so I might be doing this a little weird. It might look awkward, so bear in mind with that. So I might do a little weird, but here we go, we're gonna cast. Watch out for the ducks. Yeah, guys, heads up. Here we go. And we are, oh! Didn't hit the duck. That's a nice cast right there. Now, it's really important. This is the most important part. You gotta have patience and you gotta keep your line tight. Keep your line tight. What I do is I kind of slowed it, reel it in slowly. I'm keeping the line tight. The reason why I want to keep the line tight is that way when fish does bite, having the line tight, it's more likely to get on the hook versus if it's loose. It's easier for it to rip out. Trust me, it works. Just trust me, it works. All right. Sure they got fish in this pond?
We're here to find out.
This is a perfect spot though, for real. Like this is a perfect place to fish.
Especially at this time with the trees.
Oh man. Very, very nice.
Getting a nice breeze going too.
Oh, something was out there. Gotta keep that line tight. Usually that's what happens is when you are being patient, you start getting caught up in the moment of the relaxation of the environment. You're hearing the birds chirping, you got the breeze. What's up?
Got shit hanging out around you.
And then you kind of forget what you're supposed to be doing, and that's when the fish starts biting, and that's when you don't expect it. They bite when you least expect it. Oh boy. So I'm starting to get to, now typically this time of the year, like in July, fish like to be in the shallow areas of the lake, especially with all the bugs being out. So this might be a good spot, but bear in mind you don't want to get snagged. You also might get turtles. What's going on over there?
See all the air bubbles?
Oh yeah. Air bubbles.
Yeah, you see them?
What's causing that?
Mm-hmm. Disturbance in the water.
Let's see. I'm just gonna start reeling this in. Sometimes fish will just sit there and watch it.
I'm gonna end this video.